Today I'm going to show you a sculpture that I did 33 years ago. This sculpture is a cedar sculpture, and let me tell you a little bit about how I got started with this thing. I was in the service on aircraft carriers, and a friend of mine is on there with me. His name is Frank Brown. He lives up here in Honaker, Virginia. And some years after, let's see, that would be 70, 80, 25 years or so after we were out of the Navy, I got a phone call from Frank Brown. Now, Frank's father used to be the mayor of Honaker, Virginia. And Frank grew up on a farm, and he learned to lasso and a lot of stuff, but Frank is a real character. But we were really good friends. But Frank called and said, we've been out on the farm here and been grubbing some trees, and I have a tree. He said it was a line tree, that is, it was on the property line, and people had nailed barbed wire to it and stuff, that said, it's a big old tree. Said, would you like to have it? Said, I thought of you. We had to get it out with a front end loader. And said, I thought about you when it first dug it up. I said, well, Frank, I'd love to have it, but I hate you to bring it down here. I don't have any way of getting it down. He said, I'll bring it in my truck and put it wherever you want it. Now, that's just Frank Brown. He's just good-hearted, and he was that way in the Navy. That's the reason he's one of my buddies. But he does artificial breeding of herds of cattle, and he makes speeches. He one time went to my wife's room. She teaches botany and zoology, and he said, well, I'll speak to your students about artificial insemination and stuff. Well, he's a real character. But anyway, he brought the tree, and in the back of the truck, when they pulled up in the pickup truck, he said, I brought you this tree, and I looked out there, and it looked like a humongous mud ball to me. Now, what it was, he had cut the top limbs. He had cut it to about that high, I guess with a chainsaw. He had cut it off, but he grubbed the bottom. Now, he would have cut the chainsaw down here because this whole thing is turned upside down from the way that the tree grows. That's going up. Here are the roots. Now, in this roots about in here, let me back up. We couldn't get it out there. I couldn't lift it. This weighed several hundred pounds. It was just big, and it was like that big around. This is just the heart of that tree. So it was like that. The rest of it was the white part of the cedar. Cedar is generally white and red. The red is the heart of it. When I said, how are we going to get that thing out there? He tried backing up in the yard, and it slipped and spun and stuff, but seemed like it'd been snowing. Anyway, I said, Frank, let's hook a chain around it and tie it to one of my trees here, and you just pull your truck out from under it. And we did that, and it worked real well. And I looked out of my studio. I had a studio upstairs at the time. It's a computer room now, but it has a big window. Looks out on the yard. And I got to just have a good look at it for 3 or 4 months. It's too cold to to do anything, but there was that tree. The neighbors probably thought I was some nut with a big old tree with a big ball of mud on the bottom of it.